Greetings and welcome to episode 14 of the Arcade Raiders podcast. This is what happens when you give a group of content creators a microphone and an audience. I am Jeremy, and with me to help deliver in the shenanigans is my very good friend Jessee. How are you doing, sir?
Oh, I'm doing great. Superliminal's a fan-freaking-tastic. How are you doing yourself, Jeremy?
I sense some, maybe you've been sitting on your rear all day playing a certain little game?
Maybe I haven't sat in my rear all day long playing a certain game for over 8 hours today. Maybe I have. Who knows? That's the fun.
May this game be titled Pokemon?
Is it titled Pocket Monsters, Shield and Sword, or Sword and Shield of some sorts? I mean, yes. Yes, I have.
Ladies and gentlemen, today is Pokemon Day. Everybody in my house is excited. I know Jesse's been excited for this game for so long. We just picked up our copy. It was awesome seeing my son's face. My son's 13, still seeing his face light up when I said, hey man, here you go. And, you know, it was so cool. He just popped it in and immediately just went to town and was just amazed with it. I haven't got to play it yet. I still have it sitting here on my desk, but the fun times will begin tomorrow. How do you like it so far?
I like it, but Jeremy, today is also another good day of game that came out for both of us.
It is.
Do you know what I'm saying? Is it a certain Star Trek game?
I thought it was Babylon 5.
Oh shit, I thought it was Battlefront Galactica.
No, ladies and gentlemen, it is Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order came out today. I am so excited. I've been watching, people just, their faces light up all day long on streams with playing Star Wars. It just makes me so happy. This week we get The Mandalorian dropped, and we also get a new Star Wars game. And I'm telling you right now, this Star Wars game is not too shabby. It is pretty nice.
I want to go in as blind as hell. I want to go in as blind as I can.
Yes,
to this game.
Yeah.
Even the combat. That's all I want to do.
I couldn't resist today. I had to watch a little bit to hang out with some of my favorite streamers. But I tried to kind of, every time a story part went on, I would mute it and kind of, look away. But I am really excited to get through some of that this weekend.
Same. I got it downloaded and ready to go. And hopefully I'll tear into that if I'm not distracted by Pokemon.
More Pokemon.
There's too many games now. It's like, this is the game season I've been waiting for. It's like, yes, finally, something that looks awesome and something that's Pokemon.
It's just amazing. It's so cool to see the internet light up with so much joy, because there's been a lot of negativity in this game the past couple weeks, and to see everybody get the game in their hands and light up with so much joy, like, that really makes me happy, and it makes me proud to play games and be a gamer and be involved with the groups that I am with. It's just nice to see everybody's face light up. I was literally watching grown men at the local Best Buy just look like little 12-year-old kids, just running around, like, oh my God, we got Pokemon. And they were just losing their minds. I thought that was fantastic. It just made me laugh, and it made me smile, and it made me feel good. So that's all it's about. See,
I downloaded it last night, and I was taking pictures of it downloading and sending it to the wife going, honey, it's downloading. And she's like, oh. I'm like, oh yes. And I'll stay until like 11 o'clock at night going, can I play now? Can I play now? Can I play now? Can I play now? At 11:05, it was like, you can play now. I'm like, yay!
Yay! And she's pretty excited about it too, right?
Yes. She's like, oh my God, is that a fox? Like, yes, I'm gonna kill it. It's like, nice. Like, oh yeah.
That's awesome.
She hasn't touched it yet. She'll probably play it while I'm doing some Star Wars, but it's great because now I can actually play 2 games at once and not feel guilty about leaving her in the room. Like, are you playing a new game? Like, yes. Can I play it? Like, no.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. So that, folks, that was just a small slice of the news this week. With other news and with other podcasts, this is episode 14. We are so excited. And just like we do every week, we like to take a look at the news going on in our world. So it is now time for some Arcade Raiders news with Jessee.
Welcome to Arcade News, guys. Let's look at the news that's this week. Welcome to your guided meditation point of news. Everyone, I want you to sit back in your chairs and breathe in. And we're going to breathe out. Now, close your eyes and drift off into snooze land as I read as I read you the games that are dropping for Stadia. Yay, the Stadia. But real talk, honestly, who's excited for Stadia? I guess no one is. Not even Google. So, we got the official list of games that are going to be coming out day 1, November 19th. And there's only going to be 12. The original stated 40. We're only like 12. Here's the list. Here we go. Attack on Titan 2. Final Battle. Borderlands 3. Darksiders Genesis. Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. Farming Simulator 19. Final Fantasy 15. Football Manager 2020. Ghost Recon Breakpoint. Grid. Metro Exodus. NBA 2K20. Rage 2. Trials Rising and Wolfenstein Youngblood. I know, I think I was sleep for this thing, because really, after these 40 games were launched, there's had to be 14 more added. There's supposed to be 40 at launch. We have like 14 more adds at the end list, so let's do the math here. So you say 40, but we get 12 now, and 14 by the end of this year. That's 28. Now, we finally got some questions. I wonder about how much would each game cost. Storefront price. That's right. Your $6 game on Xbox will cost $60 on the Stadia. Stadia Pro subscribers will receive a free game as part of their $10 monthly sub, starting with Destiny 2, and get a discount on store purchase. We got this article from PC Gamer's Andy Chalk. Well, thank him. But, yeah, this is a very disappointing list. I mean, I see Borderlands 3, and I'm like, I own it.
Yeah, this list is not impressive to me at all. I mean, Destiny 2, you can already play for free. I know that was one of the games that was supposed to be coming. Assassin's Creed Odyssey is a good game that's coming, I believe.
Yeah, unless you were part of Alpha and you got like a free copy of it, but yeah.
None of this interests me at all.
Final Fantasy 15?
I did not like Final Fantasy 15. I got like 20 hours into it and was like, okay, I'm good. That was one of the very few Final Fantasies that I have never finished. I was just like, I'm good.
I liked it. I like the boy band aspect of the game. I wouldn't mind playing it, but I already own it for the Xbox, so why would I want to buy it again?
I think what got me with Final Fantasy 15, and this is just a side bit, I was a high school teacher, and it was just too much like being with high school kids. And it just drove me freaking nuts. Because that's exactly how
they're all moody and like angry, and they want to do selfies.
You've got, the different facets of all students, and the various tropes of students. It drove me batty. Yeah, this list to me is not impressive. I'm just not anywhere. I don't care about Stadia. It's just not for me. And yeah, no, not for me.
I think I'm in the same boat as you. Not for me.
I mean, because the games we've played, for number one, I've played most of these games. I've played almost, Assassin's Creed Odyssey, Destiny 2, Red Dead Redemption, all the Tomb Raiders that are coming, Borderlands 3, Darksiders, I feel went off the deep end. Metro Exodus was a great game. Rage 2, awful. Wolfenstein Youngblood stopped after 4 hours. So I none of the other games really appeal to me. And yeah. So unless they start tossing on some heavy hitting RPGs and, some heavier hitting, bigger, other games, some of the other AAA titles, I just don't think it's going to fly. I mean, I just don't see this working very long.
I mean, we all understand that there was a few games that launched in this month, aka Watch Dogs, all the other Ubisoft games, because we saw what happened there, huh? Ghost Recon Breakpoint, I see you in that list. Yeah, don't act like you were responsible for this. I'm blaming you.
Yeah. Yeah, even that game, I watched it played. I'm not a huge Ghost Recon fan. I liked the last one. Was it Ghost Recon Wildlands?
Yeah.
It was okay. It was entertaining for a while, but then I kind of moved on.
Yes.
It just wasn't my full cup of tea. Breakpoint looks very much similar, and I was, I just didn't like Wildlands, so I just avoided Breakpoint.
But you got the Punisher speaking like he has to take a dump every 5 seconds.
Yeah,
find your breakpoint.
And I mean, you get some of the other things that are going on with this. Number one, there's some issues with the controller, like it only works with certain things, so you can't use it wirelessly. So there's a lot of things kind of going on here that it just seems like this is early access, but they're not calling it early access. Now in a year when they have Watchdog Legions, they have the new Doom stuff, Cyberpunk 2077 like they promised, I could see this potentially being a lot bigger. I think, once they work out the kinks and everything, it'll be pretty nice. But I just, if I'm going to stream something, I'm going to stream something I already own, like an Xbox or a PlayStation, and I see it really hard for them to pull much from the Xbox and PlayStation already streaming services they have. Like Xbox Game Pass, which isn't really a streaming service, but it's a service. And then, of course, PlayStation, is it Plus or PlayStation Now? No.
Yeah.
Now,
no,
sorry.
Now? Yes, now. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm thinking about 1,000 things.
No, it's Go. It's Plus. It's
PlayStation streaming service. That's what we're going to call it.
It's PlayStation and chill. God, get it right.
Yeah, this just seems really disappointing. They said, and then by the end of the year, or they win by the end of the year, there's still a month and a half left. So just launching 14 titles or 12 titles. I like how they worded it. Rolling with 12 carefully chosen games.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think so. When more stuff comes out, it might be kind of nice, but until then, no, it's just not gonna work for me.
No, I carefully eat pizza rolls, okay? That's some sarcasm right there. Come on.
Yeah.
But speaking of the Stadia, the disappointment with the game list, hey, we got some more lists of stuff the Stadia is going to be pissing you off about. Let's see what's not coming to Stadia day one. Stream Connect, the ability to play couch co-op games online, not released until next year. Stream Connect, it's like a lot of different things here. I involve Stream and also Connect. Stream Connect, the ability to play couch co-op games next year. State Share, their unique way to share save states and challenge friends to see who has a bigger e-penis. Once again, not come next year. This is going to be a running trend here, so try to keep up. Crowd play, giving a way for streamers to play with their viewers. Say it with me, not till next year. Family sharing, everyone, not till next year. Yeah, this is getting old, but just wait, there's more. Trust me, there's a lot more disappointment. Buddy Pass for founders, letting a friend have a 3-month sub to the service. Not until 2 weeks after launch, which is something, but honestly, right now you're getting nothing. Achievements, because we're all glutton for those things. Short launch, that's different, right? And the big thing, the controller. Yes, the controller, the one thing you need to play this. Some of you available, but everyone who orders one will have to wait a few days or even longer. We got this article from Tyler Fisher from comicbook.com. Wow, I can't believe you launch a product. You're going to launch a product in a week. And nothing you promised coming out. Now, granted, like a lot of things that didn't come out. But to offer a service I'm paying for $10 a month, I'm not getting half the things I want? Or you say? The hell. I want to find the guy who made this thing. I want to find a guy and say, what the frick you doing? Say it's early access, you dumbass.
Yeah, if they would have just said it's early access, I think it'd be okay. Hey, guys, we're doing an early access. If you'd like to get on this, we're inviting, 10,000 people to do this. First come, first serve. That'd have been, I think that'd have been pretty cool. Even, letting them order a controller. It was interesting. The controller is a big thing. Some of the things they've said about the controller is really frustrating a lot of people. Number one, they are rolling out the controllers apparently in the order they were ordered. So if you ordered a controller the second day of this whole thing, think you're going to get it the first day, you might not get it till 2 or 3 days after it launches. So they did a Reddit AMA, and I noticed that was part of the article. They did a Reddit AMA, and one of the devs just made a comment. It was like, well, I'll deliver it to you if you live in the Bay Area. And I'm like, oh, dude, be careful. Be careful what you say.
That's how you get stabbed.
Calm yourself. So some of these things, like I could see, I really think a lot of the crowd play and family sharing and state sharing and stuff like that, I think they're going to bake that into YouTube gaming.
They are.
And I wonder if that's what is kind of holding up there on those ends. I'm sure it is.
Yeah.
But, the family sharing was one they say is a high priority, but, we'll see on that one. And they say not arriving till next year, but I don't think they gave a deadline for next year. I mean, that could be anywhere. It could be next fall.
Come on, we're mixer streamers. At this point, we kind of understand soon TM is a freaking, is our main saying here. It's coming soon, we swear. It's coming soon.
When we hear the word soon, we're just like, okay, we in our mind go, okay, soon. Our soon is this, so let's multiply that times 10. That's half of what their soon is, and then we can adjust. So if they say 1 month, we
inflation.
Go, okay, wait, time out. So they're telling us 1 month, so that means 2 months, but realistically, let's double that, 4 to 6 months. Oh, and okay, we're right.
No, wait, hang on there. They said I work on something different? Okay, never mind. So... Put that in the whole possibly never area. That's cool. That's great. Yeah.
But that's with any sort of thing I've been dealing with in the video game industry. So all those things, we've got our fingers in. Everything is like that. But I get it. It's cool. It doesn't, I don't mind. But if they would have just said, hey, we cannot release this till the beginning of the year, give us 1 more month.
Yeah.
I'm okay. People get pissed at that, but I'm honestly okay with that. Like a video game. Like with Animal Crossing.
We said it multiple times.
Yeah.
Finish it when it's complete.
Exactly.
Release it when it's complete to us. Give it to us when you're ready to say it's ready.
Yeah.
Not just like this half-ass baked thing.
Yeah. But it's investors and there's money. I'm sure there's lots of money and contracts all over the place that have been promised and things like that. But if you're not going to give it to us, don't promise it as the beginning advertisements. Because that really leaves a sour taste in my mouth to the point where I was curious about it at first, but now after seeing all this, I just don't give a shit. I really don't. It'll be nice to see, if people can play it on their phones and either Chromebooks and stuff like that. That's cool. But for me personally, I'm getting older, and the more this stuff happens, the less it makes me want to buy your product. Unfortunately, I'm not their demographic target, probably. But, the more this happens, the less that I want to invest my time with your product.
And when you said investors, I'm thinking, I would rather see an investor, as an investor, I would like to see them actually release a product when it's ready. Just because I know we're going to get a lot of money that way. Versus, rush right away. It gets shitty reviews. Oh, we're losing freaking PR bad. This is, bad advertisement.
Yeah.
Think the Steam Link. That thing was that thing, I own one. I own the controller too. You want to talk about shitty controllers? Oh, that's a shitty controller. But no.
I played on it. It's pretty bad.
Oh yeah, it is. That whole cheap plastic.
I liked when they were selling them for 99 cents one day.
I missed that. I bought it at full price.
Oh my gosh! I remember they were selling that for 99 cents. Was it several months ago? I think.
Yeah, they were because. They're just collecting dust, and no one wanted one. I understand why.
Yeah, but again, it's just not for me. It's not something that I care about too much. So it's I'll just stick with my PlayStation or my Xbox because that those two services have already knocked it out of the park, and they don't have to prove anything to me. They work. Xbox Game Pass, and we're going to talk about that more in a little bit. Xbox Game Pass is the freaking best thing I think ever invented, and it's working so well, and it's just going to be hard to compete with that, and it's going to be hard to compete with Xbox Game Pass and the games on Xbox Game Pass, and then the PlayStation streaming service, only because of the exclusives that are on there. It's just hard to beat those.
Yes,
it's just hard to beat those. So, but I could see, just not for me.
It's not for me, and I agree upon you with that. Let's just make room for the Stadia controllers somewhere next to the Steam controllers.
Yeah, I think it won't. It's unfortunately, it seems like it's already having troubles before it launches, and we all know how that works and where that can lead.
Mm-hmm. And we've got one more story this year. Earlier this year, we were gifted to our first look at the Sonic the Hedgehog, the movie. And we all felt the same way. I remember Sonic the Hedgehog being a horror franchise. What's up with Jim Carrey? Why is this not inspiring me to make Sonic fan art, my own original character? Well, Internet, you hated the look of Sonic so much, you know how it sounded. We know how it sounded too. For example... again, we understand, like, you hated the look of Sonic. So did I. Sonic had human teeth. But...
He did. It's so scary.
They decided to postpone the original release date of the movie on November 8th. And thank God they did. You see that crap? I mean, God, that was horrible. They pushed back to February 14th. I mean, that's great. I mean, I can make love to Sonic the Hedgehog after my wife does Sonic the Hedgehog while I'm like Tails, like living all my fanfics of Sonic the Hedgehog. Don't get in my personal history here, okay? Anyway, they redesigned Sonic finally, and we got our first look. And okay. GG, well played. You finally fixed it. You finally lived up to your thing, Paramount. Thank you. I thought Sonic was supposed to have more glitches and look like more like a what the effed up Build-A-Bear here. I mean, sorry about that, but dang, that first Sonic, ugly as hell. I think we all agree upon that. Ugly as...
it was too human-like. And I honestly don't care how you do it, but yeah, it was very odd looking. Very, very odd looking.
It was very odd. I mean, thanks to Fraser Brown of PC Gamer for this article. Yeah. We do have kind of a comparison of the two, and you can just look at it. Like the old one, like it looked like they were trying to go for like a Muppet kind of weird look with the weird eyes, and the new one looks like Sonic the Hedgehog, like he's acting from a game.
Well, they tried to make him more human, I think, and they tried to, give him the kind of the morphology of a typical human biped. And let's face it, it's a cartoon
with hedgehog. Chicken hands and like little like fingers, like
and big teeth. Like that was the other thing, like the noticeably big teeth. And I really appreciate them going back and kind of looking at stuff. I felt really bad when the media and the internet came crashing down on them about that. Because that's hard to do. That's a lot of time. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of resources. But I will say, the new Sonic looks really good, and I will definitely probably go see it. I was going to go see it anyway because it's Jim Carrey as, Dr. Robotnik. And I think the guy that plays, or the person that's Sonic's voice, it's Schwartz. His last name is Schwartz. Is it Ben Schwartz? Is that his name? John Ralphio from Parks and Rec.
Really, John Ralphio?
I think I will verify that.
I got hit by a Hyundai. Like, oh, dude, I would watch that if you just said that. Please.
Yeah, I think it's him.
Is it?
But it's
let's see real quick.
Yeah, it is. It's Ben Schwartz. Ben Schwartz.
Oh, nice. Okay,
so it is Ben Schwartz. And he's John Ralphio from Parks and Rec, and he's fantastic. He's a great comedian. So I think he'll do really well with the voice, and he's silly. So, but I'm going to go watch it. I think it looks pretty cool, but I like Sonic the Hedgehog, and I'm excited about it. And it's
I know you do. I know you do, Sega boy. I know you do.
Yeah, I was the Sega kid. I was the abused Sega kid in the early 90s. Sorry, SNES. I've since found you as my love, so it's okay. But no, I'm excited about it. I applaud them for going back and looking at it, and working on it, because it looks pretty good. It looks what I expected it to look like, and I think most people did too.
See, I remember when they first released pictures of Sonic right before the trailer came out, and I was like, "What the hell is this shit? Why? And then they released trailer, and then the whole internet saw like, why? And like, yeah, exactly. You see it? I wasn't shocked when I saw the trailer. I was like, man, this is like crap. I can't wait not to watch this. I'll put this in a pile of video game movies I shouldn't have watched next to Pixels, but. I'll give it a shot now. It looks like a more lovable Sonic versus like Nightmares.
Yeah, you're done. Right. It looks lovable, and it looks kind of that cross between animation and live action or whatever it is, and I think it looks really good. And not
as adorable as Pikachu, but still up there.
Yeah. No, I think they knocked Pikachu. That was a home run in my opinion.
Oh yeah,
especially using Ryan Reynolds as that voice. That just added. It was just icing on the cake to me. It was really good. But no, I'll go see the new Sonic. I'm okay with it. I mean, I'm not expecting much out of it, but I'll go see it. Mainly because I want to see Jim Carrey as Dr. Robotnik. Like, to me, that's awesome. I love Jim Carrey. I'm a huge Jim Carrey fan, so to see that would be pretty neat.
The perfect amount of insanity of Jim Carrey. So yeah, let's go right to the free stuff. Guys, this week is going to be kind of down, but it's that week before stuff comes out. So let's see what we got. Free at the Epic Store until the 21st. You get the Messenger and Xbox Games with Gold. You can pick up the Final Station and Joyride Turbo. I mean, right now I'm going to tell you guys, pick up the Messenger. If you like the old Ninja Gaiden games where it's all like wall jumping and like that smooth combat, and it's like, I love that game. I played it.
Yes.
And I would say, pick this up right now and play the hell of it. It is downright awesome.
Yeah, The Messenger was, to me, one of the best indie games of 2018. Mm-hmm. It was really good. The music was really good. The gameplay is really fun. There's some really witty, solid writing in there, too. I thought The Messenger was amazing. And if you don't have it, I would 100% recommend you to get it. Play with a controller.
Oh, definitely.
Definitely play with a controller. Or if you want to pick it up on your Switch, that's what I own it on, and I loved it. It was such a good game.
Yeah, I mean, like, that was the news, I guess. I mean, this week has been kind of all bitch about Stadia. So we'll come back next week. Hopefully not bitch about Stadia. And we'll see y'all, well, next week.
All right, this is a segment of the show in which we typically take a letter note from a gamer out there and discuss that question. But not today, folks, because this week was XO19, and we're going to talk about everything XO19. Jesse, did you get to watch it?
I unfortunately not. I was at work, and then Pokemon came out.
As it worked, then the world stopped.
Then the world stopped turning.
Yeah, but guys, if you don't know, XO19 is Microsoft Xbox's convention they hold every year. This one's in London, so it was really cool. I got to watch it from start to finish. This one's all about the games, so we thought I'd kind of go through and maybe pick some of the cool things that are kind of coming that I really thought were pretty neat, and Jesse got caught up on them as well. So they started out with Rare. And, of course, Rare is the Sea of Thieves developers, and they came out with this new game, this new IP called Everwild, and it looks like Breath of the Wild.
I am a big Rare boy. Like, I loved Rare back in the store days, and this kind of this fills my heart with joy. It's like, this Microsoft is what Rare should be doing for you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I was so happy to see that.
It was really pretty. The game looked really pretty. There's not really anything else on it right now. They are kind of showing some things off, I believe, this weekend, but there's really not much right now other than this is a new franchise and they're branching out. I thought it was really cool to see Rare do this because by them doing this, it tells me that Sea of Thieves was extremely lucrative. And now they're being able to expand and do some new stuff and bring in some new games at the same time. Because I think for a while, weren't they just working on nothing but Sea of Thieves? And
they were.
That shows me that the Sea of Thieves was extremely successful and was a knock out of the park. And now they're able to bring us something even cooler. Because I love Sea of Thieves. I thought Sea of Thieves was a great game. The new content coming out. They even announced some new content. So Rare announcing some of the new Sea of Thieves content coming out, which... it has, I forget what it's called. It's called The Seabound Soul. And it goes back to follow this tale of this person named this Ashen Dragon, and to cover the secrets of Ashen Dragon. They've added some new stuff. You can shoot, the cannon. So I think Pendragon is the name of the pirate, the dead pirate you're looking for or something. So Rare is in good form right now, I feel. How do you feel about that?
Well... You all know my opinion about Sea of Thieves because it was one of my worst games of that year.
Yeah.
When it came out, I was disappointed. I was hyped up and then I instantly got disappointed. Mm-hmm. And I was like, yeah, this could have been a lot better. I wanted something more like piratey versus like this doing the same thing over and over again when I first launched, and I hadn't really gone back to it. That was my whole thing.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that they had a rough launch, but... I think it took them about 6 months to get in their groove.
Yeah.
It was a beautiful game. The game is absolutely beautiful. Game, yes. But as far as content, it was lacking at the beginning, I feel, and I think a lot of people would agree with that. But after about 6 months, man, they were in a groove, and they've been cranking out content ever since. and it's pretty content. It's nice content. Tons of people are still playing it. I've seen people role play it. So it's really good to see Rare actually making good games. I think that was, and with the Xbox and Microsoft name behind them, I think it's really causing them some success.
It is.
And speaking of success, Obsidian.
Oh, yes!
The masterminds behind Outer Worlds wanted to do something new.
Oh, so yes!
They're developing this game called Grounded, which basically looks like Honey, I Shrunk the Fortnite.
How dare you bring that name here? But
it is basically like, and I've heard that term on the internet so much, it looks like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids with a VR. So you're the size of an ant, you're in VR, you're building stuff. It does look a little Survivor-y. So we don't know too much about it. I know they had a demo on the floor at XO19, I believe they said. Mm-hmm. But it looks really pretty cool. But see, when I see games like that where you get to be kids that kind of save the world, that's just a soft spot in my heart for that, because those are the movies I grew up on, like Goonies, Flight of the Navigator, stuff like that. So anytime I see something where it's like these kids, trying to save the world or whatever, I really dig that. But this game looks kind of cool.
I wouldn't say BR, I would say more like ARC, but yes, definitely, I would definitely play the hell of this game.
Yeah. I do have a kind of question that's been kind of nagging in my head once I saw this. It's like, oh, that looks really awesome. But I was like, but wait a minute. Is this a Obsidian, like, just having another game out there? Or is this something they're going to fully support forever? I'd like to see more on it because, when you think of Obsidian, you think of RPGs and stuff like that. So it makes me wonder what Microsoft really is using them for.
Well, because we know that Microsoft now officially has Obsidian and their cavalcade of games. I would say with Microsoft support, they could probably do it. I mean, Obsidian probably have their name on the title because let's face it, Obsidian. If they do something like with ARC where you just have constantly building skills, you're constantly leveling up like that, I think it'd be great.
Yeah, it'll be neat to see.
I kind of want to see future content now. It's like we're seeing like a backyard, but now I want to see a little more. Like, okay, like, are we gonna go to the beach one day? Are we gonna go like?
Oh yes, like a park or a playground, like a school playground would be really cool.
Yes,
I'll definitely check it out. I just hope that this is not Obsidian's direction fully. I hope that they're also still going to keep working on, things like the Outer Worlds.
Sky, as well as I do, it's Obsidian. They're going to work on RPGs because, let's face it, the Outer Worlds is a big success.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
I agree, yeah. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll kind of see how it folds out, and maybe, I don't know. We'll just kind of see. I'm hyped for it, though. And it's coming to Xbox Game Pass day one, I believe. So that's even cooler, Speaking of Xbox, Age of Empires 4 gameplay trailer. It showed, Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition came out this week.
Mm-hmm.
If you have Xbox Game Pass, it's free for that. But they showed a small little trailer for Age of Empires 4. What did I say? I said Age of Empires, right?
You said Age of Empires 4 trailer.
Yes, yeah. So they had a gameplay trailer. It looks pretty cool. It looks kind of neat to see. I'm not a huge fan of strategy games like that, but I've played Age of Empires. This one looks really neat. I just downloaded Definitive Edition so I can check it out and see how it looks and what it's kind of turned into. So that's kind of another thing they showed. Are you an Age of Empires person?
I am more of a Command and Conquer Warcraft guy.
Yeah.
Because I grew up on those ones, and Age of Empires is kind of different. I like Rise of Nations more than Age of Empires. That's me personally.
Yes.
Because I just love kind of like building like more, like having a bit like more like easy to see like skill tree versus like, oh, I gotta build this thing, and then you gotta build this thing on the side here. But in order to get that thing, you need to build this out first. It's like, okay, well, I'm confused.
Yeah,
come on.
Exactly. Yeah. Let's see what next.
I'll mess with it. I'll get a mess around with.
Yeah, I'll play it. We'll probably receive a review code, so we'll definitely get to check it out. Experience it a little bit. The other big game that I saw that I was very curious in was the Don't Nod. The developers from Don't Nod, the Life is Strange folks. they have this new game coming out called Tell Me Why. And it's another narrative game that's supposed to be released next summer that actually has one of the very first transgender characters in the game. And I'm very curious to see it because I read something today how the developers, when they were writing the story, actually went to GLAAD and started, asking them questions to give a genuine story from the perspective of a transgender individual. And I was really excited to see that. I just love Don't Nod games. I think the Life is Strange series are just some fantastic storytelling. And I think I can't wait to see what Tell Me Why kind of develops into. There's these twins that apparently have, of course, some sort of special abilities that they can do certain things with. And I'm really excited to see this game. It looked really cool. The art is very Life is Strange looking, but that's gotten better over the years. And the way they tell a story to me is fantastic. And there's those stories. A lot of times you play a video game like narratives that the stories don't stick with you very much, but the Life is Strange stories have always stuck with me.
I have never played Life is Strange.
Oh, dude, it's so good.
I like I said before, like we're talking about what was that place called? Telltale. There we are. Telltale.
Yeah.
I kind of fell out with the whole like story-driven like point and click like stories. Even though I hear this one's good, I just kind of felt like I need a long break from these. That was enough for me for a while. I was like, strip those games.
I got you. Sure. Yeah. No. Yeah. Sure. I get you. But if you ever get a chance, if you ever get Life is Strange for free, I would definitely check it. I would say check it out only because of the issues those games address and the social issues that they address and the diverse issues they address. It's very eye-opening, and the way they tell a story of people affected by those social issues and the way they interact and have this nice narrative with these different characters that are experiencing these different events in their life, whether they're personal or whether their family or whether they're with their friends. The way they address them is very powerful, and I think to me that's one reason these stories stick with me, just because of how powerful some of the decisions you have to make are. And it really blows my mind. And honestly, Life is Strange, I believe, has won several awards, and they deserve every mention they get just because of how powerful their narrative adventures are and how close to home for some folks they hit. And it's really good. It's kind of like Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice. How heavy of a game that was. The Life is Strange series probably aren't as violently heavy, but they're still heavy on your heart and your mind. But they're fantastic. The way they weave those stories together, I think, is really great.
I think the biggest fan we're forgetting about this whole this new game that's coming out. Tell you why. They actually have a trans voice actor playing one of the main characters.
I did not know that. That must have been something that's released. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's actually some information. They got August Black, who's going to voice Tyler.
Okay, cool. That's awesome.
I think that's kind of cool. Like, they're actually going out their way to kind of like
to make it genuine.
Make it genuine, yeah.
Yeah. And I love that about Don't Nod. I think the way they do that is just it's very respectful, and the way they do it, I just thoroughly enjoy.
Yeah, and I'm reading the whole Polygon article, and they said vocal cast was a priority from day one. Mm-hmm. So they wanted the cast to represent it authentically. So that's kind of sweet. Yes.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, I think that's great. That's a great way to actually do your game. You don't want I think it just makes it sound more like it's genuine.
Yeah.
It comes straight from the voice. Yeah.
Yeah, and if you want to make a story, you have to make it genuine, especially with social issues in our world. You know what I mean. With lifestyles and diversity and stuff like that, you have to immerse yourself with all that so you can get the good perspective and you can gain the good perspective of those individuals. And I think it's really good and really respectful that they're doing that to give that genuine sort of story. I like it. Let's see. Other things announced. We're going to go kind of a little bit fast here. Some other things that were announced. Of course, Master Chief Collection gets a PC release with Reach. December
finally.
3rd is what it says, which isn't too bad. Let's see. We had some xCloud updates. Apparently, xCloud is going to be dropped with more than 50 games. Stadia.
50 games.
Are you listening, Stadia?
You mean there's actually a streaming service that actually has more than 12 games at launch?
That is correct, sir.
What is this blasphemy here? What is this blasphemy you're telling me here, Jeremy? What the hell is going on? You mean to tell me that it's possible to have achievements, all this other stuff, when you put your time and effort into making this stuff and not releasing it before time? What? Go on. Tell me more.
Folks, Jesse obviously does not like Stadia. I think you can tell that. But no,
I think Stadia is a great product. I think Stadia should be respected, and we all should be a part of the Stadia nation.
Oh my gosh. Don't get that trending. Hashtag Stadia Nation. If you're listening to this podcast, please don't do that.
I say do it and just be like sarcastic as hell with it.
As long as you credit us. So no, for xCloud, some of the big things that I saw. Number one, they're dropping Madden NFL 20 on xCloud. That's kind of cool.
Yes.
Number one, because there's a lot of sports fans out there. Now, if they do FIFA and stuff like that, oh, it's going to be amazing.
Dude, instant sell.
Oh, yeah. For a lot of people, especially the sports fans, it's going to be great. And you can it also supports DualShock 4 PlayStation controllers. Really cool. Nice little tidbit. Some other things they dropped were Flight Simulator, which, I'm so excited about Flight Simulator. I come from the days, and you do too, Jesse, where Flight Simulator instruction manuals were like 400 pages thick. And you read every page and didn't understand a damn thing you just read. But you could fly a Boeing 747 plane from, New York to London. Anyway.
I can crash a Boeing 747 in about 3 seconds. Got to generate a manual.
Yeah. But that was one of the cool things coming. Yakuza games are coming to Xbox. It's a Yakuza 0, Yakuza Kiwami, and Kiwami 2. Mm-hmm. Those are going to be on the Game Pass next year.
Those are great RPGs,
Those are great games.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Those are great games. Minecraft Dungeons has set the release of April 2020. So if you guys like Diablo...
Do I like Diablo?
You will like Minecraft Dungeons.
Replay last episode when I went apeshit over Diablo.
There are a lot of other cool releases that were kind of shown there, like a lot of cool games. West of Dead with Ron Perlman looks really cool. Look it up. West of Dead. It looks like Ghost Rider in a Western setting, voiced by freaking Ron Perlman.
Oh, I'm already sold by looking at the whole.
When I heard the voice,
images.
I went, "Oh, day one buy." The second I heard, I was like, "That's Ron Perlman." Day one buy. But there's actually an open beta going on right now, so if you want to check it out, it's called West of Dead. It looks really good. Some other ID at Xbox games that looked really good, guys. I know everybody. What's the skating game that everybody wants to bring back? Is it
Skate 4? Skate 4.
So we know that's not happening, but there's another indie skate game that's coming out called Skate Bird. Yes.
Tony Hawk's Pro Skater.
These are birds on skateboards doing tricks. And it looked freaking awesome.
Take money, take it now. Fuck,
I know,
let's
it's
go.
like these tiny little birds doing skateboard tricks, and I'm like, oh my god, that's fantastic. It looks so good. So lots of good stuff.
I want to be a hawk doing flips, please.
Doing kick flips.
Or a chicken. Just a chicken, please. Is there a chicken or is it finches?
I don't know. Just look it up. Skate Bird.
I look at it right now. Oh my.
But the biggest thing to me, and this is the last we'll talk about XO19, was when some of the folks from Square Enix got on stage and announced that what was coming to Game Pass was pretty much every Final Fantasy. 7, 8, 9, 10, X2, all these Final Fantasies are coming to Game Pass next year. And then Phil Spencer basically said, yes, we are bringing Final Fantasy 14 to the Xbox. And everybody was like, what? So that was the big news. And to add on to the Final Fantasy, Square is also bringing over some Kingdom Hearts love with Kingdom Hearts.
Finally! Okay? What did I tell you back when Kingdom Hearts 3 came out? There should have been freaking 1 and 2 and all the other stuff for Xbox. Before the game came out, you got time. But now it comes out, and now it comes out! Come on!
Later, yeah. So you get Kingdom Hearts HD 1.5 plus 2.5 Remix, Kingdom Hearts 2.8 Final Chapter Prologue will be coming after 15 years of being exclusive on the PlayStation. It is now coming to Xbox, and it will be apparently, I believe they said, correct me if I'm wrong, it's going to be, I don't know if it's going to be on Game Pass, but I think it's actually just coming to Xbox. So
I think it's just coming to Xbox right now.
Yeah, but
I mean, maybe.
Dude, they pull that on Game Pass. It's going to just be so much better. So that was kind of the big news, kind of that I noticed. A lot of the cool things that, they kind of announced. There were a bunch of other games kind of shown, a bunch of other games announced, but to me, those were some of the really big ones. I encourage you guys to go watch the YouTube videos, go watch all of the announcements, go rewatch it. It was a pretty nice presentation. Lots of cool people on stage. And that was not the mailbag question, but that was our talk on Exo 19. All right, each week we like to also discuss the newer old games that we are playing in a segment we like to call What is Tickling Our Funny Bits? Jesse, what is tickling your funny bits this week?
The Stadia and discussion. But seriousness, I've been playing for the whole Spyro trilogy. I finished the second game, and that was kind of a freaking huger, bigger one. I was like, okay. And I started the third one, and then I got distracted by new games coming out. I got a advanced copy of Sparklite, and oh my god, Sparklite is amazing so far. If you like the whole Moonlighters with like Zelda,
oh yeah,
it's fun. You'll love it. I'm enjoying it. I put about 4 hours in the game so far, and I've been enjoying the whole time. Like, I think the characters are cool. I think the whole story's kind of great. And then I played Superliminal. This is a weird, like, puzzle game where you can make stuff, like, you gotta change your perspective to kind of make stuff grow or shrink and, like, solve puzzles. And I actually beat that in under 2 hours. And I was kind of surprised. Like, I thought it was a little more challenging, but yeah. And I enjoyed it. I was like, yeah, it's pretty good. And it kind of is like the whole, like, it follows a whole, like, new game trend where it tells you not to give up. And tells you that even though you're kind of, you kind of like we're getting stuck, you saw a different angle, and you should never give up that way, And I enjoy the message.
That's really cool.
Yeah. I mean, definitely play it, but I wouldn't spend the money on it if it's that fast to beat. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And finally, you all know I've been playing. I've been posting pictures about this on Twitter all freaking day. Pokemon Sealed. Oh my god. Oh dear god. This makes me happy. This makes me happy that I get to talk about this finally. Like, yes, Pokemon is downright. This one is awesome. I spent 8 hours playing it today.
Nice.
During my time, I decided to pick a Grookey. I named him Dave Garoki because I was thinking Nirvana the whole time, like, he was a drummer. That's gotta be clear here, guys. He was a drummer, yeah. Dave Garoki, and I decided to name all my Pokemon after, like, musicians. I got August Young and Pikachu, because AC/DC.
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, hi, with my brain on, like, full mass here.
That's awesome.
And I got to play online with it, like, you can go, like, turn your internet on and play with other people in these, like, wild zones or wild areas.
Yeah.
And it's kind of cool, like, looking at people, like, walk around and, like, and you talk to them. Oh, pro tip, turn it on, start talking to people. You get free stuff.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, like, I started doing, like, oh, hey, here's a nugget. I'm like, okay, here's a giant pearl. Okay, that's $7,000 right there. And I finally got to make curry, and curry making is a little different than I thought it was going to be. But I still enjoy it. Like, it's a great way to kind of power up your team and get an XP. I did the raid battles, and those are pretty freaking fun. And you get so much stuff from them. Holy crap. Like, I got TMs. I was getting, like, it's a lot of berries, a lot of, like, XP candies. I still didn't beat the first gym yet. I was pretty much exploring that wild area. I spent my whole time exploring that. I was just having a great time. I was learning my Pokemon. I was like healing them. I was kind of, trying out the online stuff.
Yeah, that sounds like you had a good time.
Oh, dude, it's like, I understand, like, when I play games, I always say, like, is this worth my money? Is this worth the price point? I'm going to say yes. Hands down, I would spend $60 in this game again.
Nice. That's good. That's good to know. That's good to know.
Oh, but Jeremy, what have you been playing?
I've been playing kind of a lot of weird games this week, just kind of in preparation for, the new games coming out this past weekend. But I've been working through Atelier, Ryzen, which I'm in love with that game. It's so pretty. It's so good. It's kind of getting a little more complex, which I really, really dig. Mm-hmm. Working through Earthbound. I played a bit of Earthbound this week for several hours to kind of make my way. I'm almost finished with the game. I'm just taking my time and savoring Earthbound. And then, of course, last night, to kind of prepare for Star Wars, I was in a Star Wars mood, so I played some Battlefront 2. And I will have to say, Battlefront 2 has come a long way in 2 years. Yeah.
What?
I don't have these loot boxes forced in my face. You can buy them if you want. I don't feel like they're... And that was one of the original issues. Man, there's a lot of characters now. There's a lot of content. There's a lot of cool new things. There's like some new challenges that come out every day. So I had a good time playing it. And you know what? There was a lot of people. I never had to really wait for a new game. So there's still a lot of people playing Battlefront 2. I was really surprised. I like playing, the 40 or 60 player...
same.
Battles.
The big conquest mode. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was nuts, and it was a lot better. Some of the new maps are really pretty. It really encompasses some of the Star Wars things, we couldn't fully explore because, the limited, movie screen. But I really enjoyed it. I had a good time playing last night. I played last night for about 3 or 4 hours, and it was just nice to kind of get back to it and just kind of, because I played it for maybe 4 or 5 hours when I first got it and then just didn't touch it just because I was like, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing other than beating the story. And that story is only like a 3 to 4 hour story. Maybe it's really short.
Oh yeah, I played it too. And I was like, yep.
The story was good. So anyway, no, it's just been kind of playing stuff. But I'm really excited to dig into Fallen Order and Pokemon Sword. So what kind of free games what game releases are coming out?
What kind of game releases? Oh man, we got okay, we don't got much of a list here. Let's see, we got for a week of November 18th. God, we got Shenmue 3 Final Deletion for PS4 and PC. We got Civ 6 for PS4 and Xbox One, and we got Sniper Ghost Warrior Contract for PS4, Xbox One, and PC. Wow, that's a long list of games right there. Oh boy.
The season's starting to die down a little bit.
Yeah, we finally... I think we had that big finale of like games with like Pokemon and Star Wars today. And now we were finally getting that whole like, well, it's time to the fireworks, so okay, great. But yeah, we got Shenmue 3 finally releasing, and those that haven't played Shenmue 1, do it and talk to the kids. Because, oh my god.
It's on Game Pass.
It's on Game Pass. I mean, I played on the Dreamcast back in the day, so that's how OG this was.
Yeah.
I didn't know what the hell I was doing, but all I remember was going to a kid, he was going, "Hey, mister, wanna wrestle?" And I was like, "What?" Hold on, what? Do you know where any sailors are? Yeah. Oh, I meant to hang up by the dock. You know where any good sailors are? Look for sailors. So, yeah, it's a part detective game, part, like, kung fu game. Yeah. I mean, if you want to play something like that's, like, really, like, different, try out Shenmue.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool. I've always wanted to play that series, but never really had the time. But, But yeah, this is a short list.
Yeah, I mean, we're at the tail end. We're almost at the end of the year here. Soon as probably, like, no games coming out, and that's going to be a scary time.
Yeah. There's still my backlog. I won't be done till February or so. So it's gonna. I got
okay Pokemon, so I'll be good for a long time. Trust me.
Exactly. Well, that was what was tickling our funny bits. Okay, friends, it's been great talking with you. It is time to wrap up this podcast. So let's talk about where you can find us, Jesse. Where can you find a person like yourself on the internet?
A person, place, or thing like myself. I'm a noun. You can come find me at mix.com/tapper, where we're playing games from us every day in the evening. I think we're going to start a Star Wars run here pretty shortly. You can come find me at twitter.com/tapper, where I'm starting to be more regularly. Come figure out like what I do in my free time. Also, instagram.com/tapper. Look at my weird cat and my weird like stuff type of stuff. Mostly just me finding kawaii things and Pokemon. Speaking of Pokemon, I mean kawaii and Pokemon. Jeremy, where can we find you at?
Yes, you can find me as well streaming on the Mixer platform at mixer.com/Skyrobi. That's SKYROBI. And you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Mr. Skyrobi. That's MRSKYROBI. Friends, we have had a really good time talking with you. Obviously, you can tell we're having an exciting weekend, or we have had an exciting weekend, and we're ready to get back to more fun and games. And that does it for our time this week. Remember, our goal here at the Arcade Raiders podcast is to deliver our unique perspective into the video gaming world with random musings and discussion. Thank you so much, and enjoy playing all those games, folks.